In India, a crime against women happens every 3 minutes, a molestation case every 15 minutes, and a sexual harassment case every 53 minutes.
Sexual abuse, you can call it, from members of the family.
You know, there's a man looking like from the top of your body to like the bottom and then looking back up.
In a car, we've had people follow us.
It's very, very prevalent within the house.
लड़की को ना किसी के भरोसे पे छोड़ना ही नहीं चाहिए, चाहे वो अपना सगा बाप क्यों ना हो.
Not everyone's willing to talk about it, but everyone has had that experience.
In December 2012, a 23-year young woman was brutally gang raped in the capital city of Delhi. 6 men on that bus gang raped her, inserted metal rods into her body, pulled out her intestines, and dumped her on the side of the road. She ultimately died of her injuries.
India continues to spark outrage around the world. There's word of another disturbing incident.
You need to deal with this particular incident in a much more stringent way.
A 23-year-old woman, whose name still isn't known, died of her injuries 13 days after the brutal gang rape on a bus in India's capital, Delhi.
Despite the promises, the rapists go around undeterred.
It took something so horrific to mobilize the entire country and start a conversation on sexual violence in the public domain. People in India wanted change, and I wanted to do something too. That's why I started Sayfty. Women and girls in India don't easily talk about sexual violence for fear of bringing shame to themselves and their families. Sayfty's mission is to educate and empower women and girls against all forms of violence. A woman's safety is her birthright, and young women and girls must be empowered to protect themselves against violence. Our online and offline campaigns help young women and girls speak up against gender based violence. We provide safe spaces to have open conversations with young men and boys to bring about a fundamental shift in how they perceive violence against women. Our self-defense workshops instills confidence in young women and girls, which in turn helps them stay alert and aware of their surroundings. At Sayfty, we believe in storytelling. Through Speak Our Stories, we encourage survivors of gender-based violence to share their personal stories of recovery, and that in turn helps build a community and resources for other survivors.
It's a scary world out there for women. Self-defense has got to be something that we think about when we can't sit around and wait for laws to keep our daughters, our sisters, our mothers safe. What are you doing to take action? Self-defense classes? Carrying mace? What about those pink guns that they sell? My name is Dr. Alok Patel, the voice of the week for Sayfty, and I want to talk about keeping women safe with self-defense. Tweet and share your ideas.
A woman's safety is not just her problem, it's the problem of the entire community. And that's why we engage people like Dr. Alok Patel and others who help us raise awareness against gender based violence and keeping our girls and women safe. Through active conversation with the youth, we engage with all genders in not only raising awareness on the issue of violence against women, but also finding solutions to put an end to it. And finally, collaborations with organizations like the UN Women help us amplify and reach out to a much larger audience who is equally passionate about women and girls' safety and gender equality. I was 16 years old and I never told anyone about it. I was at home and it wasn't a stranger, it was my father's friend. He touched me in a way that I knew was wrong, and I never said anything about it. In fact, this happens every day in every city in India and around the world. Girls and women tend to stay silent. Violence against women affects us all. Today, I urge each one of you to come join hands with our work at Sayfty. Let's together ensure that the lives of millions of young women and girls are safer. If not now, when? And if not you, who? Thank you.